Hi, David here, the CEO and founder of the Freedom Founders Mastermind community. I have the benefit of taking calls on a fairly frequent basis from dentists who are looking for a change in their life and they want to figure out how to invest their money and replace their active income so they can have more freedom in their life. That's essentially what we do at Freedom Founders. What I found is a lot of people have tried different models, different paths. Some people try the kind of the traditional method of putting money in a tax deferred account like a 401k or retirement accounts, IRAs. And look, there's nothing wrong with that plan if it works. Problem is today, too much volatility, not really a plan that has real merits on the back end. There's no real cash flow. Now I've got other dentists who have actually taken more of an active management of their portfolio, their capital, and actually tried to do real estate on their own. Well, look, there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, that's how I started when I was back in my early 20s, when I had more time than money, and I was, gaining ground as a dentist. I didn't have a family at that point, so I could spend more time figuring models out and chasing deals and learning boots on the ground. Again, nothing wrong with that if that's the best place for your time. Unfortunately, a lot of hardworking dentists who are profitable in their practice and able to provide a good lifestyle, what they're finding is they try to do real estate on their own through friends or family members or through a local real estate person, who helps them, or they even go out and just try to put money in some syndications, which you can find left and right on Google today. Here's where you invested money. There's never a game plan around it. Most of them will tell me, "Hey, David, I've invested in rental properties and I put money in that syndication." And I'll say, "Well, how much cash flow are you getting from your investments?" And most of the time it's a pittance. It's very small. It's all promises of back end of appreciation of the real estate, and you'll harvest the equity someday. Well, that's a promise for the future, and that does not give any certainty to today. What we all need, what we all want, is the certainty of a passive cash flow stream built on assets, not on our work, but built on assets that will produce regular, repeatable, continuous cash flow that's also indexed to inflation, because inflation is a big deal today. Well, where do we get that? You're not going to get that on your own today. You just aren't. Real estate, the benefits of real estate are huge. They're immense. But unless you're in the business of real estate, where you've got boots on the ground, you've got a model, you've got a marketing engine, you've got a team of people that can go acquire the properties, manage the properties. If you don't have that, and you're on the outside and trying to do that as a retail investor, wrong time, wrong way to do it. It's going to be a slow process. Again, real estate's wonderful, but if you want to speed the game up, if you want to actually get a bigger bang for the buck with your capital invested, you got to do it through people who've already got the model figured out. Access points, relationship capital is what I call it, network. Yeah, you got to pay to play, but the back end results, the reward, the ROI, return on investment of doing it with people who've already figured out the model, it's huge. It's a game changer. It's what I call an inflection point. Hitting the mark, hitting the bounce, instead of trying to do it the slow way, the long way. Yeah, you'll get there the long way, but it may take 20 or 30 years. Is that what you had in mind when you started doing this? No, I didn't think so. If you want to speed to goal, you need to do it with people who've already blazed the path. That's what we've done in Freedom Founders. That's why we're so successful in transforming the lives of people who come to us and say, "Hey, David, I've got all this hodgepodge of investments in Wall Street and whole life insurance, and I put some money in some syndications, and yet it doesn't produce anything. It's all promises for the future." We turn that around. We start changing the model so they can actually see the fruits of their labor, the fruits of their capital today, and build that security, that stream that gives them the social proof, the personal confidence. Now they've got a plan that's going to work. If you're looking for that plan, I invite you to check us out at Freedom Founders. If you're a good fit, we'll show you the next steps. If you're not, we'll point you in the right direction. My best to you for the new year. Take care.